Okay, so hi guys, it's Liz Mitchell. So I just got up a little bit ago. It is around 8. No, not 8. It's almost 7 here. So yeah, I thought I would maybe do one of those weird a day in my life things. So yeah, and this is how my morning started off.
So we are not given.
I usually will watch, or yes, I'm one of those people who scrolls on TikTok as well, and yes, I would like to keep that account separate from this, or at least in terms of if any followers on this account also have TikTok, do not try to seek me out on there. But yeah, this is what I saw this morning, and I just wanted to share it with you guys.
A good life, nor are we given a bad life.
So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, brother, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole, okay? Now I'm dancing for my life in the living room, in the moment and I'm breathing in the view. My God, what did you do? I was only living and surviving, and I saw you. Now I'm looking in your eyes and I know I was good. Fight it, but I know that it's just no use. My God, what did you do? I was only living and surviving, and I saw you. So this.
And currently, it's snowing, so there's currently not currently it's snowing, but it snowed, so hot coffee. So hot coffee today instead of cold coffee. God, what did you do? What did you do?
So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole, okay? Now I'm dancing for my life in the living room, in the moment and I'm breathing in the view. My God, what did you do? I was only living and surviving, and I saw you. Now I'm looking in your eyes and I know I was good. Fight it, but I know that it's just no use. My God, what did you do? I was only living and surviving, and I saw you. So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, brother, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole, okay? Now I'm dancing for my life in the living room, breathing in the view. My God, what did you do? I was only living and surviving, and I saw
Oh, it's good. But yeah. So I have therapy later this morning, and I'm going to have to go get my new meds for supposedly blood thinners. So yeah. What did you do? That's all you. No, I'm screwed. Just no use. My God, what did you do? Because usually on really cold days like this, it doesn't take very long at all for my hands to turn white and go almost numb, and then actually start to hurt and ache as if I cannot move my fingers. God, what did you do? So my doctor thought it could have been Raynaud's, so she thought put you on blood thinners to see if that helps. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, brother, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole, okay? Now I'm dancing for my life in your living room, in the moment and I'm breathing in the view. My God, what did you do? I was only living, surviving, and I saw you. Now I'm looking in your eyes and I know I'm screwed. Fighting, but I know there's just no use. My God, what did you do? I was only living, surviving, and I saw you. So this video.
Yeah. I have to put my tablet in my purse because for some reason these will only connect to that. So, yeah. is therapy outfit because it's cold. Here. Oh, even just trying to put my pants on or keep my leg up at this angle to tie my shoes can make my head hurt and feel like it's going to pop. Oh, yeah. So, I have therapy and hello. So I had therapy earlier, and then I just came from a little community center over by my therapist's office, and it is now around 12, maybe 12:15, and I'm going to go to McDonald's and get lunch. It is freezing. And the cold makes everything worse for me. Or at least it seems to. And even with my phone's pop socket, I feel like I am having a hard time gripping and keeping a grip on it. And my gloves probably do not help right now. It just feels like it'll slip from my hands. Yeah. Okay. And with these boots, it feels hard or harder to walk in these boots. Especially the left one. My foot feels like it's doing this constantly in the boot. And my feet feel a little more unsteady too. And yeah. Happy doggy. What? What? Yeah. Happy doggy. What? Are you a happy boy? What? What's somebody? What? You a happy boy? Huh? Yeah. And this is usually what my hands do. 5 minutes being back in warmth after being out in the cold for a long time. These gloves don't really do anything. So it's now almost 3:20 and I'm gonna go say hi to a cat before I go in to have my vocal lesson. So yeah.
He hasn't got very much attention today.
Yeah. Hi, cat. Hi. What? Cute. What? Yeah. What? What you doing, cat? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, cat? What? What are you doing, cat? Huh? What are you doing? What?
Did you tell your parents that you got scammed?
Like, and then that adds on another layer to this whole thing because it's like, I do not want to bring legal trouble with this actual celebrity about, but it's like, dude, not only did I get scammed because of an oversight from you and your team and a lack of actual safety on your guys' part with us. Because you guys could have easily put something on your website for us USA fans to go through, but you didn't.
Like, what did you buy? Like, what do you mean? What did you buy?
Or like
merchandise or what?
no, I was expecting, I wanted some of his merch at one point, but I was expecting to get a ticket plus like a VIP upgrade, so that way I could actually, maybe talk to the dude before or after the show.
How did you get scammed? scams more than once. Like, how did they keep scamming you? You just kept falling for it, or what?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, they kept coming through TikTok and saying like, no, don't listen to this other person, they're a scammer.
Wow.
And they went so far as to take his voice and like send voice recordings and send pictures of fake IDs
Wow.
of him to, I guess, prove.
They probably just used like AI to do that. You can make like steal somebody's voice just from like a few words.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like, as long as there's nothing on his official website for us USA fans to go through, how are we supposed to know what's fake and what's not?
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, but in a way, I kind of want to bring it back to that, because, in my opinion, him and his team are kind of to blame. Because, hey, coupled with the fact of how far his scammers went to sell the screws, and pair that with the fact that you have nothing on your official website for the USA
Yeah.
to go through, how are we supposed to know what's what?
Yeah. Well, normally you don't have to pay VIP. You don't have to pay to get like artists. Like, have you ever been to a concert?
Yeah?
Like, normally if you go early or stay late, you can like still meet the people like for free.
Okay, well, I
Like
did.
a lot of people. Not everybody, but a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, as far as I knew, maybe you did need some kind of like
Yeah,
VIP thing to meet him, or to like
that's true.
spend a little extra time
Yeah.
with the artist one-on-one. You know, more than what you just said. And because I wouldn't have minded doing that, and because I knew that it was a business first for his team, I wanted to be respectful of his team
Yeah.
and not ask them to comp me or give me this thing for free.
Mm-hmm.
But now I almost want to ask exactly that. Like, can there be an exception made? At the very least for me,
Right.
considering that I not only was scammed out of 5,000, but because of the assistance that I'm on with the government here.
That's crazy. That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, that plus it's like, I don't know if because I am on governmental assistance over here, I don't know if this artist could get into huge legal trouble with them. Because ultimately,
No, I don't think so, because it's your money, not the government, once they give it to you.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like, I just have this fear that if they were to find out, that they would be coming after me.
Uh-huh.
And I would almost want them to go after this artist. Like, hey, go after him, not me.
Let me know if I can help you guys find something. Get some more frozen food. Okay.
Trying to figure out the emphasis
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever you called it.
No, yeah, the emphasis, like those emphasized words.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Did you practice that at home?
no,
Oh. Okay. Let us do the rest of the song, and then I shall send you home with this paper but I'll take a picture of it. Or no, you'll take a picture of it and I'll keep it here. Or what you can do, you just have to bring it back.
Okay.
Or you'll take a picture of it and take it home.
Yeah.
And then if you don't have it, you can look at your phone.
Yeah.
We got there. Good ideas.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So let's warm up, and then we're gonna do these next two sections. So there's like this bridge, and then this other bridge.
Yeah.
Is what my brain is calling them. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. It's like bridge 1 and then bridge 2.
Yeah. And actually, like,
Yeah.
so I told, okay, so you know the community group center by my therapist's office?
Yes.
So they're having a party tomorrow
Oh, fun.
for, it's gonna be like an ice cream party type thing
Okay, love it.
for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's the 13th.
Oh, so it's not tomorrow. When
No.
is Valentine's Day?
The 14th?
Oh, is it always the 14th?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But, so,
No.
but actually they're gonna do karaoke
Oh, heck yeah.
as well. So my first thought was, really?
That's amazing.
Considering what we're doing here,
Are you gonna sing that song?
I'm seriously thinking about it.
I don't know if they have a karaoke version of this song. That's the only thing.
What were
no,
we
No,
doing?
there isn't. Huh? What?
What were we doing with the instrumental?
Oh, we're doing it on Apple Music.
Oh.
But not everyone. I don't. So like we're using Apple Music for our karaoke, but there's no like actual karaoke track. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, because when they said that, they asked me if, like,
You should. That'd be so fun.
if I was going to, and it's like the first thing I thought it was,
You should.
I'm already doing it here with you, with my vocal teacher, so.
Yeah, I think that'd be so fun. Yeah, I'm just peeking at YouTube, and I don't see any karaoke, like YouTube karaoke, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Apple Music, you can do the karaoke. It has like
Yeah.
its karaoke feature,
Oh,
if that makes sense.
okay.
So if you
Maybe
wanna do-
Spotify does too.
Spotify doesn't do the karaoke thing
Oh.
like Apple Music does. So,
Oh.
yes.
Although, tomorrow kind of works too.
For what? Tomorrow works too.
My birthday is actually coming up.
It is? When is it?
Tomorrow, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the
Oh.
13th.
That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. How are you excited for your birthday?
No.
Are you not a birthday person?
I don't know, it's like a weird thing.
That's okay.
More so like, not really.
That's okay. You don't have to like your birthday.
No,
Birthday's
because
kinda suck.
then I'll just start spiraling to like, I'm 1 year older, I should be farther along in my life than I am right now, and I'm not.
I understand that though. I feel that on like a spiritual level. I
Yeah,
understand. But timelines are stupid.
I
That's
get
so
that.
facetious. But like, you know, it happens when it happens.
Yeah.
Don't judge yourself. We're all getting there. We're all trying our best, you know?
Yeah, and then just like, other thoughts will take hold of like, probably of like, should I even be on this earth anymore at this point? Like, I thought I wasn't going to be.
Yeah, but now you
Up
are,
to
and that's
the-
amazing.
up
And
to
that's
this-
great. So don't even think those thoughts because it's amazing that you're on this earth, actually. I feel that though too. I have those same thoughts. But you should especially not let those thoughts.
I'm trying to, but like, it seems like around New Year's and my birthday are when those thoughts really start raging.
And that's okay, but you need someone to be aggressive and tell you not to think them. You know, like, to tell you that, no, it's actually fantastic that you're on this earth and you should stay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to be that. It's fantastic that you're on this earth and you should stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, now look at me in my face. You should stay.
Okay.
I'm very intense right now. I feel very strongly about this, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. This isn't me shaming you for having those thoughts because, like, we've all had those thoughts. So
Yeah.
this is not an unheard of thing. But it is fantastic. It's fantastic that you're on this earth, and then even though you didn't think you were gonna make it this far, it's amazing that you did make it this far, and you should stay. You should try your best to stay as long as you can. You know.
Okay.
Okay. But again, not shaming you for those thoughts because I've had those thoughts before, especially around my birthday.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. And I also understand where you're coming from with the whole, like, oh, I feel like you should be farther along, I feel like I'm behind, like, oh, I get that really, I do very much understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a hard thing to kind of grapple with. But, you know, we're all on our own journey. We're all on our own life's path. So we just have to kind of let it roll. Which is harder. It's easier saying that to you right now than it is doing that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Let's warm up. And let's warm up. And then we are going to do that. We're going to sing through what we've done so far. And remember, we talked a little bit about not slowing down on those verses.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words we have to sing. So you kind of got to keep up the pace, if that makes sense. So you kind of gotta emphasize, you gotta make sure you're holding the vowel long enough and not like getting too held up on the consonants, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense how I'm explaining that?
Yeah.
Let's sing. Let's warm up. Dramatic. Good chewing. Keep going. Last one. How did that feel? Good? I want to kind of, so another thing is those verses of the song are super low. So we want to try to bring it up the octave. We don't want to try. We want to bring it up the octave. So then we're not singing like,
Yeah.
and the hum, most of the song is very low. So then once we highlight everything, we're also going to go and write down which octave we need to be in for each part.
Okay.
So we know where we're jumping to and where we're going. Like, kind of like we did in, we just talked through it with the other song we did, with the German one. But I want to kind of write it down for this one. Because I think there's going to be a lot more jumping than the other song was, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do.
Oh yeah.
No, we're gonna go here.
Yeah.
Okay, so mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh my. Ready? Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh my. 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 Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh, last one. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Oh my. How'd that feel? You went great. You were going really fast. That was awesome. How did it feel? Like, did it feel too fast? Did it feel? No. Okay, good.
I mean, my brain is still whipped up on something else a little bit. So
What?
maybe that helped.
That's good then. Maybe being distracted sometimes can help.
You brought up the German song we did before, and that brought up the scammer situation I was in with him.
I think you just need to.
And that was just well, now that got stuck in my head briefly, so it's just and then annoyance came up with that. Because I still feel so stupid for falling for that.
Stupid. I think it happens to the best of us, you know. I don't think you should feel stupid. You know, you wanted to believe them, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, you wanted it to be true. So
Yeah.
you did what any person, you had hope and you believed. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? There's nothing wrong with having hope and believing.
Yeah. And I still would like to go see this German artist, but it's I don't know how.
You know, maybe he'll come to America one day. You never know.
Hopefully.
And if he gets big enough, he will. You know, he's popular on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Is TikTok even a thing anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I thought they took it down.
For a day.
A day? I feel like it should get taken down.
I actually remember that. So many people flocked over to Red Note.
I remember. Yeah, who was telling me about that?
I heard it from so many different TikTokers. You want to take this app away because you're worried about it going, or about our data going to the Chinese. We're just gonna go over to the actual more Chinese version and just hand our data right over to them.
Yes, I know. And then people, it was interesting. Or it was one of my coworkers was talking to me about.
And to a point, I actually find that funny that a lot of TikTok people actually went over there.
Well, and it was really interesting because my coworker was talking to me about it, and he was telling me about how a bunch of how do I explain this? I feel like I'm not explaining this very well. But people would talk to people from China, and there was there was AI translators on that app. So you would type in something in English, but then it would pop up to them in Chinese, so they could actually accessibly talk to people. They could communicate, and vice versa.
Yeah,
so they could communicate with a bunch of people, and they learned so much about China and their culture, and how 96% of people can afford a house by the time they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah, and I mean, I admit, I was on the fence about going over to Red Note because it's I don't want to just give the Chinese my data.
Yeah, they already have it. I don't even care.
But it's that exactly is actually kind of what kept me on the fence, because it's if they already have it with TikTok, then what's the harm?
Yeah. Well, and
but more so what pushed me over the edge was other people who already went over there and who were talking about how oh, we're actually making friends with Chinese people.
Well, yeah, it's like they learn so much about China and how like.
And that's
I mean-
ultimately what got me over the fence. Was like, yeah, I'm going over there.
Oh, are you on Red Note?
Well, I was on there for a little bit, but like,
When TikTok came back, you moved back to TikTok.
yeah, but I didn't delete Red Note because it's like, still, it's like, hey, you know what? If you can learn from other people over there, and they don't have any bad intentions other than, hey, we just want to share our culture and language, what's the harm in that?
Well, yeah, and like they learned like the Chinese are and the Chinese government is super villainized over in America, but it's the same over there. Like Americans and American government is super villainized in China, and we kind of learned that like both of them suck.
Yeah.
Truly, wholeheartedly, but at least the people in China are employed and have houses, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe like going back to that, like since you brought up the German dude, that is partially why when all these scammers came to me and said like, we love you, we want to bring you over here, blah blah blah, and they were running those love scams on me. That's kind of why. Maybe that's kind of why I wanted to fall for it too, because the same thing kicked in over there. Like, oh hell yeah! Not even that I'm going to go see a celebrity. Like, I couldn't care less about that. But it was more so like, oh hell yes, I'm going to see a German dude. Maybe he can teach me about his culture over there and his language.
Yeah.
Like at that point, I literally didn't care about seeing him in concert over there, and I still don't. For me, it would have been, and still would be, I'm finally going to get over to Germany because I had to pass up on that trip once before because of medical reasons, which was kind of why I jumped on it this first time, because I didn't want to be the idiot to pass up on it again.
That's fair.
But also, it's like, oh hell, like, yes, I'm going to see a German dude, and maybe I can learn about his language and his culture, and maybe just, like, instead of just talking to this celebrity as, like, oh my god, you're a celebrity, I'm a fan. Like, no, maybe I could talk to him about, like, dude, screw the celebrity fan stuff. What is it like in Germany? Or what is it like in Austria? And what is the language like? Like, can you teach me?
Well, and I think you could still do that. I think you could still find people in Germany. Like, I don't think you necessarily have to not do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like,
It might just not be with him.
oh, I get that.
And it could be really cool. Like, it could be really cool to, like, learn about German culture and, like...
I get that. But also, like, not going to lie, his concert would have been the cherry on top.
Well, you could still go to his concert. It's not like you would not ever be able to go to his concert.
Yeah.
But, like, you could still, like, if that's something you are very passionate about doing.
Oh, I
there
get
is
that. And it would
nothing
be
that can
like,
stop you.
I feel like it would be like a 2-in-1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like I could go to his concert and talk to him about something other than...
Well, and I think you could still, like you can still learn about Germany from, like, someone maybe not out.
Or the internet.
Yeah, and you can go to the internet. Like, there's no stuff.
And I have been doing that.
And that's cool. Like, and that's awesome. That's good. That's what you should be doing.
I mean, like, dude, the first time you mentioned where he was from, like, Austria and not Germany, I could have sworn you meant to say Australia. Cause,
Austria.
like, come on, Austria and Australia, it's like just one letter difference.
They are very similar, but they are on different sides of the globe.
What? Really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
Austria.
I thought they were like.
No.
You can't convince me they're not like. What, are they similar countries too?
Australia is down. It's down under. It's in the southern hemisphere. It's like really close to Oceania. Do you know what? If I'm
No.
Oh, okay. So it's but it's a part of. It's like on the opposite side of the world.
So I'm assuming they do not. I'm assuming Austria does not look anything like Australia either.
No, Austria is really mountainous. There's a lot of forests. It's really like humid there. Australia is desert, beaches, dry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, do you remember H2O?
Yes, I have I literally just saw it, that's back on Netflix, and I've been like highly debating if I'm going to go watch all of it again. That's set in Australia, and that's very similar to what Australia looks like, which is nothing like Austria.
I loved H2O.
It's a fantastic,
Although, quite frankly, I can only see the first season on Netflix right now. So it's just like, really?
Oh, is it not? Is it,
Only the first season is on there as far as I can tell.
Okay.
But come on, like, when you said the dude was from Austria, it's like, my first immediate thought went to, did you mean Australia?
If only. Austria is a landlocked country. If I say that, do you know what that means?
No, but
So,
yes,
yeah.
it doesn't have any oceans
Yes.
or anything around it.
Yeah, so it's like right by Switzerland. It's like bordering Switzerland, Germany, Chechnya, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, Italy. So it's right in that like Eastern European or Eastern European-ish
Okay.
area. It's not fully Eastern European. It's not like near Ukraine or
Okay.
Belarus.
Yeah. However, still, oh my god.
Yes, and it's very like
I just keep having the thought of, oh my, I would love to actually meet Alexander Eder face to face, purely just so I can bring this up, like, yo, dude, like, dude, you're from Austria, Australia, I mean, come on, it's just one letter difference. If these countries are not even remotely the same, then why do they have almost the exact same name? I mean, seriously, it's like one letter difference.
Australia named it. I don't know.
At the very least, let's be real, if I were to meet Alexander Eder and I were to say that, I doubt he would have the answer, but maybe he could at least get it like an amusing chuckle out of this, like, okay, a fan who's not talking to me about music or raving about being a fan, that's a nice change of pace.
Yes, that would be very nice.
But also, it's like, hey, maybe I could learn something from him.
It's
Because who
named
knows?
after it's named after something in botany.
Okay.
So it must be like a flower or something
Oh.
named after. I don't know. This is not very helpful. Let's go to Australis, which means southern.
Oh.
Yeah, Terra Australis. So that means southern land.
Oh.
So it's just basically, it was nicknamed New Holland because it was
What?
first founded by the Dutch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Austria or
Australia.
Oh, okay.
So Australia comes from what is it? Australia, what is it?
And it was nicknamed like New Holland.
That's what it was called first.
Oh.
Because it was like how it's like how it was New England in America, because
Yeah.
it was colonized by the British. Australia was colonized by the Dutch. So it was called
okay.
New Holland. But it's Australis. I can't say it. But that is in Latin it means southern, and it was called Terra Australis in pre-modern geography.
Okay.
So this is when they were starting to make maps. That's what they were calling it, which means southern land. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? So that's where it came from. That's where the word Australia came from,
Mm-hmm.
which is just like Southland.
Yeah.
Land of the South. Anyways, we learned about interesting things.
Yeah.
None of them music. Let's see what Austria name. Let's see. Name of Austria. German. So Austria comes from a German word that basically means Eastern realm.
Okay.
So yes.
That in a way just makes it sound cooler.
That's so funny. It's like both of those places were named by the directions of different directions. So Australia was the south and Austria is just the east. And that's it. That's what it is.
That's kind of funny though,
Oh,
honestly.
it's very hilarious. So they have way more in common than I ever would have thought. Like there's like an act like the name in
So should I
name
just
in
assume
German is literally just east. Or Eastern realm, I guess. But
Eastern realm sounds cooler?
the old High German word called Eastern realm. So interesting. Germans are crazy.
Yeah. Kind of funny too. No.
They are funny, but they're bonkers. And I love it for them.
Yeah.
Except when I don't love it for them. That's all.
Yeah. I am home now. I am home now. It is 7:24 at night. My God, what did you do? Let me just. What did you do?
So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, look, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole, okay?
What did you do? And I'm probably going to be playing the game of life, and I'm going to have some tomato soup with a piece of bread and butter. Although, does anyone know how to get has anyone played this game, Shadow of the Tomb Raider? And does anyone know how to get past the clearing? What did you do?
So this video is for Alex Warren, and if you're not Alex Warren, please pass it along to him. Alex, look, you can't monopolize the love song category as a whole.
So I got past here. So I cleared this area. Does anyone know how to get past this or what to do next? Because I cleared that area with the guys. So yeah. What did you Willie? See, so I cleared this area. Does anyone know what to do with these after this area? And here's my tomato soup and bread with butter. And I am quickly loving this dude. Actually, I do. And I'm probably gonna watch this dude too. So, actually, I will watch this dude while eating my soup. So, yeah. Bye, guys.